But now, the shit was going on with young Scooter. Man, that's foul. They say, but young Scooter just ran off on some niggas from Milwaukee, man. Word on the town there. Went down there to Wisconsin, fuck with them Midwest boy. And ran off over 100,000. You know, he the Jug King, Jug Finesse, Jug, he holla all that shit. Come to find out the bitch who they made the call, guess where she from?
What?
Milwaukee.
Oh, she lined them up.
She lined him up. Well, they got her to line the nigga up, you know, and then they say Scooter was already, they say the laws didn't shoot Scooter. They say Shooter was already shot. You know how some niggas get shot and don't go to the hospital. Niggas got niggas that'll heal up, man. Everybody don't go to the hospital.
I don't know, man. However, it's all weird.
I'm just saying, though. They say he didn't, Scooter must have got already had shot when he did that jug or whatever. Anyhow.
I just been hearing reports about her being bogus with her claims of some kind of...
Yeah, that was some bogus shit.
Some kind of criminal acts have been perpetrated upon her and she played victim and called the police. And homie come up dead. So it all look suspicious on Shorty's behalf. Absolutely. You know, I see some moments on different folks' videos when she was supposed to be trying to explain herself for shit, and shit all sound like a bunch of bullshit.
They say,
but she got an answer to something.
You see a lot again. They gonna gotta help me get her right. I promise you, they gonna get her right. They finna like you. She didn't even stay out there. She talking about she a neighborhood watch. That hoe went on Hollywood. She lined them niggas ass up. Say, oh, she getting drugged. The girl getting beat up. Y'all need to get here now. And the police like. It don't even. They was playing like, where did you see? And she was like, they shoot.
Some people exposing her saying that she basically was, you know, she bought. Yeah, it's crazy. Motherfucker was saying she made some broad available to motherfuckers, and niggas was supposed to be having them a moment with a bitch, and she ain't liked it. The way the scenario was going. Well, she was playing middleman for a bitch to get knocked down, and the nigga to parlay with a broad, and she haul off and do a 1-2 step with the police, and got the boy where he come up dead for whatever reason. We don't know. That shit is weird.
Yeah, we don't know, but word out of town is the Milwaukee people say he jugged on them people from Milwaukee for over 100,000. And something must have happened to Scooter. Scooter was already shot. Like a nigga say, that's a famous fence. We need to go goddamn me document that fence he jumped over.
Put that in the museum.
Put that fence in the museum. Like, what nigga, how many fences you jumped over? And I done hit my leg before. You know a lot of niggas done hit their leg jumping on fences back then when you running from law.
My nigga, I'm a fat nigga. I could jump a fence with no problem.
That's what I'm saying, so.
I don't give a fuck if I gotta jump that bitch and land full body on the ground. If I'm getting it, I'm getting it. Yeah, I'm getting the fuck out. But nigga, shit, and nigga, I ain't never heard no nigga coming up dead over hitting no fences.
Come on, man.
So that's a new one to me, man. That's some 2025
what
shit.
It is, Atlanta ain't saying they shot him. They like, hey, this nigga was already shot when we got here, so we just gonna say it was a fence that he bled from.
Man, them people ain't even saying all that. They ain't no reporters. They police. They keep their mouth shut like a nigga supposed to in a crime. They ain't saying that.
They not saying
them. The reporters and all the bloggers. And there you go. Let her out.
The law saying that the nigga fell from a fence and bled out. And the people saying, the blogger saying that nigga was already shot at that house.
I understand. I get what you said.
They say Scooter was already shot.
It's very interesting.
So when the laws get there, like, I don't know, man.
Man, Fannie Willis need to tell us what happened. She know everybody else did.
You know, Fannie know.
Nah.
What you say, baked potato built bit? How she built like?
Man, that bitch still honey bun built bitch, man. That bitch still, she can't fit her dress, that whole, she swear she's sexy. That bitch still, man, no sex appeal at all, man. That's a boring bitch. Yeah, nigga wouldn't even want to sit across her with a steak and lobster dinner, man. I wouldn't take that on no date. We going to McDonald's.
Fanny can't go to go
We
get
going
the
to
steak.
McDonald's, and I ain't gonna even order nothing. You order what you want, bitch. I don't eat McDonald's, huh?
You said you take that out of
Yeah,
back
she
down.
going to McDonald's. She ain't getting no, nah. You gonna take me to McDonald's? You goddamn right.
They say she tried to lock the boy Young Thug up. Thug got out on that dumb line.
That hoe there roaching. She a roach.
She roaching for a case.
Yeah, man, that bitch career is in the mud right now, man. Trust me, that bitch gonna be done. They finna get out the way. She done made too many
Mistakes.
not mistakes. She just flopped. She just failed. Always coming after the YNs and after the young black men, and them niggas been winning on this bitch. Hey, when you got a career with the white boys establishment, man, Georgia a mean place, man. Georgia got history for fucking over niggas in a fucked up way, my nigga. My nigga, what's his name? The blind nigga that made the song Georgia. They made that a
Georgia.
a state song because Ray Charles, man, Ray Charles made Georgia the song, man. You listen to the song, man. That man pull his heart out in that song, man. If you listen to that song, the nigga broke down emotionally doing different verses of the song, my nigga. Where he was like, damn, my nigga, like, other eyes have smiled under me. Like, nigga, like, he feel at home other places, like, but when I come back home, he like, the road still lead back to you, but when I come home to Georgia, and he moan and cry and grieve and grievance, and say, Georgia.
Yeah.
Georgia, like, come on, my nigga, the whole night through. Y'all mean to a nigga. Y'all don't even want a nigga down here. Like, come on, man.
He's leaving. Leaving.
That's that girl.
That's that girl. She say on the midnight train, Georgia. All of them. They were talking about going to
Man,
Georgia,
listen.
leaving.
Georgia been mean to the nigga for a long time.
Georgia,
Just like
Florida,
many
Texas,
others.
Louisiana,
All of them
Mississippi,
got a million
Alabama,
stories.
Arkansas,
All of them got a
Oklahoma.
million stories where they done violated and been mean to the nigga. And the nigga still saw it as home. And we ain't let them people make us forsake our home. You get me? That's why he made that song.
On that midnight train, Georgia. Oh, I hear you. They don't hear you. They don't play, man.
But yeah, with that said, man, like, Fanny out of line for being in the position she in with that authority, and she allowing herself to either be manipulated or either have some inspiration that's personally driven, whether it's out of ass or her own personal driven endeavors, man. She coming for the nigga, man. You know, she ain't got no white boys by the collar. Get over here, nigga. Get in this jail. She ain't been doing none of that shit. You know what I'm saying?
She need to reopen that case about them kids.
What kids?
Remember Georgia?
Oh, yeah.
We put it on that boy.
The Atlanta, with the, I forgot that nigga name.
They put it on him.
Wayne Williams.
Mm-hmm.
That nigga Wayne, so with the Atlanta kids coming up missing, man, that was some. The CDC is in Atlanta, homie. Me and others, my nigga, we evaluated those scenarios. Like, man, say that was the CDC snatching up black babies. You know what I'm saying? You know, they got human DNA in all of the medical different vaccines across the nation and internationally. We they medicine, huh? You understand? The people eat us, not off of a dinner plate, but for as vaccine, Viagra, all kind of other medications, my nigga. Our DNA is in that shit, bro. If you do your research, you'll find out that many of the patents that have the ingredients indicated in their patents for different medical products, shit, it's human DNA, man. Along with that, man, black folk got the best organs on earth, man. Our organs don't reject from a recipient. Most recipients of Negro organs don't reject. The organ don't reject the body. It end up amalgamating and functioning just fine. But if you get any other ethnic group of individual's organ as a recipient of an organ donor, you gonna suffer a rejection at some point greater than you would with your own kind, your own black folk. Like black folk organs and the melanin with melatonin, you know what I'm saying? That's a medication. Melatonin, you know, the melanin in your skin. They could get it from plants. You know, you can cultivate, you can get melatonin from plants, but you can snatch you a nigga, you got you a motherfucking stockpile greater than the plant. A plant, it'll take longer to cultivate a product, not cultivate, but produce a product from a plant that has to end up becoming available for harvesting melatonin from a plant. You can get it from plants, but that's gonna take that's too much like right.
Yeah.
You might as well get it from these dead bodies, you know. And if you think about it, that's why they like to create and leave a community of homeless people, where people end up coming up dead in a homeless capacity, and they don't have a next of kin identified to take hold of their body, and they have many medical institutions that are universities with higher learning institutions or colleges. They have one up around Dallas area somewhere where I know they had this fella, he come up dead. They son his parts up there. They didn't care to reach out to his next of kin.
Yeah.
They split him in half, cut him up, chopped him up, and shad his body with this university that is a medical institution / university of study, of medical practices. And they sent his body up there, and most of the time different corporations exploit what those studies derive out of, like what they get from it. Man, what you got? Oh man, it's just like, I don't know if you ever heard of the lady Henrietta Lacks. Henrietta Lacks. She's a black lady that suffered cancer, and the medical community amongst her treatments allowed her to suffer cancer secretly. They didn't treat her. They allowed cancer to grow up on her, and they observed her immune system squabble with it. And her immune system squabbled with it so greatly that it was astounding, to the point to where they robbed her of her DNA and used her DNA to make medicine for cancer. Out of her natural immune system. Her immune system fought cancer so vehemently amongst their exploitation of their medical practices, where they could have saved her possibly if they would have treated her in some capacity with whatever treatment they had on deck. But they sat on their hands and allowed her immune system to do its due. And amongst the course of her immune system fighting on its own, they saw the resilience in her DNA, that they stole her DNA and they put it in cancer products today, right now today. Anybody that's suffering different types of cancer, Henrietta Lacks is a part of the revolution that led to that product being a healing product with cancer. What be it medicine, be it a practice where they sit up and say, well, okay, well, we gotta treat you this way and treat you that, you know, the formula. So I gotta treat you this way and treat you that way, and then we'll arrive at that whenever your immune system fall to a certain point. Then we can implement this and that. But black folk always been a study for the medical community in this country. But
it's crazy you said that.
Henrietta Lacks.
I was just watching I-45 when they was killing all them girls. And the daddy, when they killed this girl, they found her in Clear Lake back there. Remember, they was snatching all them little girls, finding them back there in that field.
The killing field.
Yeah, the killing field. So the daddy was like, man, like, come on without my daughter, all like her body part and all this here. They gave this nigga somebody else. He thinking it was his daughter over here the whole time.
Jessica or something?
Nah, I forgot.
She come up missing in
right here. This the one. His daughter was out of Clear Lake. Jessica Kane was out of right here. Jessica came up. A lot of girls was coming up missing. Right here. Remember they had all on the post boards and all that shit. All up and down 45. But anyway, this happened in Clear Lake.
That's a serial killer score.
This was in 1986. So whoever killed his daughter, and the dude was he bumping heads with them Clear Lake laws. I'm talking about getting on their ass. They didn't want to come on with the evidence. They got like, man, it was multiple niggas doing that shit on I-45. It's just one. They got like about 3 motherfuckers though. But they still looking for motherfuckers DNA to this day who was doing that shit.
Killers.
Yeah, they was. See, they can't do it now. They got that camera, but back in like the late '90s, going '97, that's when they was on that shit. They got her from Tiki Island. Wasn't she from Tiki Island or Bayou Vista or something?
Man, listen, serial killers is known for G County. G County had a lot of serial killers.
Oh yeah.
It ain't polarized.
Hold on, man. Look, we finna get at y'all. We finna talk about that, like when we was talking about that news shit and all that. Hold up. We coming back, y'all. Hold up.